Power fans, what is good? It's your boy Mr. Powell. I'm back with another video today. Out of nowhere, Raising Kanan has dropped another teaser for Raising Kanan season 5 premiering in 2026. How odd is this that they're dropping this the week of Power Book Force? It's almost like they're trying to steal the shine from Force season 3. And it's funny because I was just talking about like the marketing and the promo and how good of a job they've done with this Force promo, and now they're hyping up Raising Kanan, which in my opinion is going to hype up Force even more. And it's almost like the Power universe has been like reinvigorated. You know what I mean? I don't feel like there's been this much hype around Power for a while. So this is really good. Let's get right into the teaser and let's talk about it.
I'm not asking for forgiveness for what I've done.
I'm done making excuses for you and for me. Nobody's untouchable.
Nobody's untouchable, right? That's the theme for this season of Raising Kanan. And what it comes down to is we've waited 5 seasons for this man Kanan to finally be the character that we saw in the OG Power. And even to a degree, I don't think he'll be exactly the character that we saw in the OG Power. I still think there are still layers that we have not seen yet that we're going to see more in Power Origins. I think the true evolution of Kanan is really going to happen in Power Origins alongside Ghost and Tommy. But I would say he's going to be like 75 to 80% true to the OG Kanan, because you hear him saying like no one's untouchable, right? He understands the game that he's in now. He seems like he's catching all these bodies, he's in all these shootouts. It seems like he's almost taken the mantle from Rock, from Patina Miller, in terms of being the lead of this show. And I'm very excited. I mean, I've always said that Raising Kanan is my favorite spinoff. I really enjoy the storytelling aspect. I really enjoy the slow burn and the slow grind. And one of the reasons why I think Power Origins is going to be so successful is because you got Sasha Penn at the helm, who's a phenomenal writer and showrunner. And I'm going to have him on the podcast sometime next year before Raising Kanan season 5 comes out. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned for that, right? He really knows what he wants to do going into these shows. He usually has like an outline of how many seasons he wants to do and how he wants the show to progress and how the characters are going to evolve. And when you have good structure like that already going into a TV show, and you're not kind of just, you know, winging it as you go along, it creates for a much more intriguing storyline and TV show. So I think Power Origins is going to be much of the same, in a sense where like they're going to tell that slow burn story. They're not going to rush anything. It's not going to be guns blazing from the jump, and they're going to build into that story. And the only person that's going to really be ganging and banging like that viciously is going to be Kanan, because, you know, he's already transitioning into that person. And I'm hype. A lot of people have been asking me like, oh, why haven't we seen Rock in the teaser? Is she alive? Is she dead? Guys, I mean, you guys should know this already, right? Why would they show Rock in the teaser? They're not even going to show Rock in the regular season, full season trailer, because they want to keep that a mystery. Why us real OG fans know Rock not dead, right? She's not dead. Now, is there a chance maybe she could get smoked sometime in season 5? For sure. But that death has not been confirmed, and there's no way that they're going to kill off Patina Miller that way. You know what I mean? I don't see Patina Miller or Rock dying early in season 5. I see her dying towards the end of season 5, if she even were to die, because it's not a guarantee, right? A lot of people reference back to the OG Power when Kanan says he's going to visit his mom, and some people think that means she's either alive, or maybe it was her grave, or maybe she was in jail. So there's so many different storylines to look forward to, right? And this was just Kanan. We didn't see Jukebox, Marvin, Unique, Lou, B-Rilla, like any of the other characters that are on this show. So it's a nice little tease, and really just showing that Kanan is going to take shit over, right? And someone in my comments was like, well, what do you mean pass the mantle? Patina Miller has been the main character and the lead of this show for the first 4 seasons. And you could kind of see Kanan starting to get closer to taking that mantle. Just off of this teaser, it seems like Kanan's finally going to be that person, and yeah, he's going to be the lead of the show, and he's going to, you know, lead on into Power Origins. And I think we're going to see a lot more of his story along with Breeze in Power Origins, right? Obviously he's already confirmed to be one of the leads and, you know, series regulars in that show, so I'm sure Breeze will tag right along with him, right? So I think a lot of this season will be Kanan and Breeze kind of taking over things and really solidifying themselves in the streets and creating a name for themselves, and then obviously crossing over and meeting Ghost and Tommy and building those relationships and bonds with them, and then obviously things going from there. So that's all I really wanted to touch on. I didn't want to make this a super long video and just yap for 20 minutes. There's no need. You guys let me know what your thoughts and theories are of this little teaser we've gotten from Kanan. It looks really interesting. It seems like there's going to be a lot of action in this next season, which we didn't get too much of in season 4. And you know, I felt like season 4 was just a build up to this final season. So I'm gonna as we get closer to Raising Kanan, I'll be doing more Raising Kanan content. There's no point in really talking about it right now because for season 3 is obviously going to be the focus. And stay tuned. Like I said, I will be doing this stream in my Discord and probably some of my social media platforms for the premiere of for season 3. So if you haven't joined my Discord, you haven't followed me on all social media platforms, I strongly encourage you to do that. And if you want even more exclusive content and behind the scenes, especially for this early screening event I'm going to in New York for episode 2 of for season 3, join the Patreon, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.